Hi everyone, in this blog we'll talk about bullying in boarding school in Malaysia. It's a serious issue that affects many students. 2021 studies by Omar and his team found that around 79% of secondary school students in Malaysia have been involved in bullying, either as victims or bullies. Boarding schools are usually located in rural areas near the edges of the country. This school has students from many different cultures, races and age groups. Because of this difference, students sometimes face misunderstanding, poor communication, which can lead to stereotyping and bullying. According to a UNESCO report in 2017, students who are different, such as in age or cultural backgrounds, are more likely to be bullied.
Bullying in Malaysian boarding schools has become a concerning issue. In December 2023, a 14-year-old student from Sekolah Menengah Sains Alam Shah in Cheras ran away from school after being bullied. He was later found weak and scared at most. This case, reported by The Star and Malay Mail, shows how serious the bullying problem can be, especially when victims are too afraid to speak up. So, in the intercultural communication, age is a key concept. It refers to how age differences influence power, communication style, and expectation in the culture. In Malaysia, like many Asian countries, older people are often given more authority, and in schools, seniors are expected to be respected by juniors, no matter how the situation.
In the Alam Shah boarding school case, the victim was only 14, likely a Form 2 student, while the bully were believed to be seniors in Form 4 or Form 5. This age gap often creates a culture of fear and silence in boarding school, where seniors use their status to intimidate juniors. Victims feel powerless to report the abuse, not just because of fear, but due to a misplaced of sense, which is respect. And it's not just physical bullying. Emotional control and silence are part of deeper problems.
Stereotype aren't just casual assumption. Stereotype in intercultural communication refer to fixed, generalized belief about groups of people that influence how we perceive, communicate with, or treat individuals, often unfairly, based on assumption rather than their actual characteristic. And in Malaysian boarding school, there is one stereotype that is especially dangerous: the idea that seniors are always right or that bullying builds character. So this belief fit a toxic power structure. They turn aggression into discipline and silence into respect. Just look what happened at MRS Sempari in 2021. A video went viral. Form 1 students were kicked, punched and forced to kneel by a senior. 10 were suspended after public outrage. But what is worse is why this happens. So the aggressor believe that by toughening them up, they were helping. That's how deep-rooted stereotype twist violence into tradition. This mindset turns schools into places where fear control behavior, not learning, not compassion. That's the cause of unchecked cultural narrative.
And here's the scariest part. This isn't just one school, it's a pattern. You will hear things like, "We went through it, so they should too." But that's not resilience, that's trauma being passed down. When bullying is seen as a rite of passage, victims are told to keep quiet, and aggressors think they're building leaders. But leadership built on fear isn't leadership at all. It's a control. The MRSM case, reported by major news outlets like The Star and FMT, reveals just how far stereotypes can distort not just communications, but humanity. These students weren't disciplined. They were dehumanized. If we want intercultural competence in schools, we need empathy, awareness, and the courage to challenge the way things have always been. Respect isn't about age, it's about dignity. And change starts by unlearning what tradition has tried to normalize.
In conclusion, as a foundation student learning communication, I see how bullying in boarding school is connected to intercultural communication. Sometimes, seniors bully juniors because of age. They feel more powerful. Other times, students judge others based on stereotypes, like where they come from or how they speak. These same issues happen in daily life. Age and stereotypes can cause misunderstanding and unfair treatment. That's why we need to respect differences and communicate with empathy. Good communication can help stop bullying and build better relationships.